You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for October 28th through November 8th. We have got Hope Logan crushed, Steffi smirking, and Taylor Hayes cheering. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and let's dive into the action starting Monday, October 28th. But hey, if you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. So as we head into the first week, we have got the Forresters discussing Carter's big, bold proposal, his whole House of Forrester concept, where he wants to bring in luxury brands. He's talking leather goods. That seems synchronous. And then he talked about spirits. So he wants to bring in alcohol brands. I don't know what that has to do with fashion and stuff, but okay. I mean, I can see shoes, things like that, accessories, jewelry, like with Ivy and Electra. The big thing is it's a big capital investment without knowing what the ROI is going to be. Carter was talking about heading to Genoa City, over to Y&R, to the sister soap, making an offer with Jabot. And Brooke on Friday, and this scene's going to replay on Monday, walks in on Carter shirtless and Hope with her little sweater set all undone and her bra out, and she's horrified. You know, Brooke's been bragging about how Carter has been so passionate about Hope for the future, and now she's figured out that Carter's just passionate about Hope. And she knows that Steffi is going to lose it if and when she finds out. It's really not if, it's when. And I think Brooke sees immediately just how problematic this is, because it calls everything into question that Carter has been saying while advocating for Hope's line. So either Monday or Tuesday, we should see the scene from the promo where Steffi is confronting Hope in the design office and again questioning Carter's sudden defense of her line and saying it doesn't make sense. Well, it makes sense if you realize that he's trying to get into her britches. Tuesday, October 29th, Brooke trots over to Ridge and makes an alarming accusation about Steffi. I'm sure it's going to be more about she's targeting my daughter for personal grudge reasons. The sales aren't good on the line. They haven't been for a long time. Ridge has been expecting Steffi to cut this line for months, and she keeps giving Hope more and more time. The last time she gave her more time, it was basically to leverage her to stay away from Finn. So Hope actually got more time because Steffi allowed it for personal reasons, and it looks like time is almost up. And Ivy goes to Ridge to try and get around Steffi's no about the jewelry line, and Eric is there, and she really wants to revamp it. She's kind of ignoring the fact that Steffi gave a pass on it. Eric is all gung-ho about it. He thinks it's important to the legacy. And what's interesting is Ivy and Electra are actual Forresters, where Ridge and his kids are technically Maronis. Not that Ridge sees them that way, but it is just kind of interesting. But before all is said and done, I do think Ivy and Electra are going to be officially part of the Forrester Creations team. Midweek, Wednesday, October 30th, Taylor updates Ridge on her broken heart syndrome. Looks like she is healing. I guess straddling him and aligning their chakras did something amazing for her. So yay her. And Hope makes a big whoopsie. It looks like she says something she shouldn't, does something that she shouldn't. And I wonder if it's something that pushes Steffi too far, because on Thursday, the 31st, which is the day that Sweeps kicks off, Steffi is absolutely enraged. And she does something as co-CEO that's going to change Forrester Creations and cause these huge ripple effects. And I'm guessing it has something to do with Hope. And Carter heads over to Il Giardino. He talks to Deacon, and Sheila has gone crazy over there decorating it up for Halloween. She's dressed up as a witch. Deacon isn't dressed up. Neither is Carter, but that's all right. And Carter tells Deacon that there are great things ahead at Forrester and that he expects Hope to be part of it. Well, I think he's putting the cart before the horse there because Steffi's about to change everything. Friday, November 1st, looks like some people are really shocked about what Steffy has done, but Ridge is 100% behind his daughter. And with the two of them together, they have the majority stake to make these decisions stick. And the balance of power is thrown their way and everything gets chaotic at Forrester Creations. Going into the second week, November 4th through the 8th, that is the first full week of sweeps. Things are getting hot and stressful at Forrester Creations. So Steffi's making these big moves, and it could include some firings, and Ridge is backing her, so it's wild. So I do think she's probably going to finally kill Hope for the future. The numbers have been dismal for a very long time. Plus, once Carter and Hope are exposed, it's going to discredit everything he has said about the projections. Remember, he was changing them upwards based on nothing. And he was talking about investing more money in the line, and all of that is very sketchy based on his personal interest in her. Now, the big question is, with the line cut, does that mean Hope is fired, or will they try and repurpose her? She's not a designer. Despite what Liam's little film project said, she's not and never has been a designer. So we'll see. Now, we do know that Elektra's sticking around. Seems like Ivy's staying for a while. So maybe the money that they take away from Hope for the future goes to invest in the jewelry line. That might be Steffi's compromise when she shakes things up. My big question about Carter is this. I don't think Ridge will want him fired because they're besties, even though he, I think, has compromised his integrity as COO with this Hope thing. But he may be on thin ice, because he was pushing Hope's clothing line while also trying to get into her clothing. So, yeah. Brooke's mad at Ridge for siding with Steffi, as he should have sided with her because she was making sound business decisions, but that could absolutely open the door for Taylor, who of course is going to be Team Ridge Steffi. Liam should be running into Ivy soon, and his brother Will should be thrilled to find out Elektra is sticking around because he is like a smitten kitten about her. Remember how he was talking to Zende about her? And I just wonder if Brooke is going to turn around and work on Eric and try to get him to advocate for her daughter, try to pressure him to somehow reverse Ridge and Steffi's decision. Eric doesn't have enough voting power to do anything about it. Plus, I just don't think he would fight them on it, but we'll see. I mean, realistically, Ridge and Steffi have nearly 60% of the voting shares together, and Eric has 37.5%. So he can't override it. And Brooke, although Ridge has put her on the executive team, has no voting shares. So, yeah.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.